The movie begins in Antwerp, Belgium, where 3 private agents are on the tail end of their target. They receive assistance from a local strike team led by Bundy and Manson. Soon, Kavinsky, one of the agents, receives a surprising revelation. His weapon is not operational for actual use and is meant only to intimidate. This complicates their plans, as they are left with no choice but to capture the target without lethal force, despite potential risks. However, their operation takes a dangerous turn when the agents inside the building come under attack. Kavinsky witnesses the target setting off a small bomb, signaling a disastrous turn of events. In the ensuing chaos, another explosion leaves one agent injured. As the target turns violent, Kavinsky rushes in to apprehend him, managing to secure their objective. He swiftly places the target in a car and makes a hasty exit from the scene, realizing the full weight of the failed mission. The story then flashes back to 5 weeks earlier, to the Black Site in Eastern Europe. CIA agents Harris and Bill find themselves in a tense interrogation room with Omar Abadi. Their task is to extract information from him at this undisclosed location, with the assistance of Visser. The trio ultimately answers to Olsen, the commanding figure at the top of their chain of command. Omar stands accused of receiving a substantial sum of money, $2 million, intended for his resistance group, the Crescent Democratic Front. This group's mission is to overthrow the oppressive regime of Bandar el-Mazdawi, a dictator in the region. However, the funds in question are traced back to a shadowy group known for its ties to terrorism. As the interrogation unfolds, it becomes increasingly evident to the agents that Omar may not possess the information they seek. Despite this, Bill becomes convinced that Olsen is concealing critical details about Omar's situation. He urges Harris, his longtime partner and friend, to take a closer look at the case. Olsen pressures the team to take drastic measures, even advocating for Omar's elimination based on shaky evidence. Bill, however, senses a deeper complexity to the situation. He is convinced of Omar's innocence and suspects that there is more to the story than meets the eye. In this high-stakes game of espionage, Bill and Visser employ their methods to coerce a confession from Omar. Visser, adopting a ruthless approach, brings Omar's family into the equation, hoping to break him down. Meanwhile, Harris plays the role of the empathetic good cop, seeking to establish rapport with the detainee. As tensions escalate within the interrogation room, Harris discreetly communicates with Bill, sharing crucial information. He reveals that el-Mazdawi, the very dictator Omar aims to overthrow, has been aiding the CIA in their fight against Al-Qaeda. This revelation casts a new light, raising questions about the true motives behind Omar's arrest. A week after the controversial deal that brought the funds into question, Harris and the team were abruptly tasked with apprehending Omar. Now, with the weight of conflicting loyalties and hidden agendas bearing down on them, they must navigate a treacherous landscape of deceit and betrayal to uncover the truth. The gripping movie takes a dark turn as the interrogation of Omar Abadi reaches a tragic climax. Visser ultimately takes matters into her own hands, claiming she acted in self-defense against Omar's supposed aggression. In a shocking twist, Visser reveals her hidden orders from Olsen, which include the elimination of Bill, the dedicated agent who had grown suspicious of their mission. As the tense scene unfolds, she coldly dispatches both Omar and Bill within the confines of the interrogation room. The brutal act is witnessed by Harris, the remaining agent, who realizes the treachery at play. In a daring move, Harris seizes the incriminating footage of the killings and makes a harrowing escape before Visser and her cohorts can apprehend him. Fast forward to the present day, 3 private agents are embarking on a mission to capture a designated target, a mission orchestrated by none other than Olsen. Among this team are Kavinsky, Miller, and Reese, each with their own set of skills and secrets. Kavinsky, a former Marine with a history of rejection from the CIA, has found his place in the world of private assignments. Olsen, recognizing Kavinsky's potential, summoned him for a crucial meeting, presenting him with a mission that serves as a litmus test for his readiness to join the ranks of the CIA. Miller, on the other hand, is a complex character with a rebellious streak. Having dropped out of college multiple times and even resorting to violence against a professor, she embodies a fierce determination that caught Olsen's attention. He recruits her for this clandestine operation, knowing she possesses the grit and intellect necessary for the task at hand. Unbeknownst to Kavinsky and Miller, they are both being manipulated from the shadows by an unseen figure known only as Control, later revealed to be Visser herself. Control issues strict directives to Kavinsky, instructing him not to engage with their target or open the encrypted messages flooding his phone. Simultaneously, Control maintains a covert communication channel with Miller, urging her to ensure that Kavinsky remains in the dark about the messages and refrains from any interaction with the target. The pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place as the truth behind Omar's interrogation and Harris's capture comes to light. Olsen's master plan, sanctioned by the higher-ups at Langley, the CIA headquarters, unfolds chillingly. Omar, once seen as a threat to the regime of El-Misdawi, is revealed to be a sacrificial pawn in a larger political game. The CIA has struck a Faustian bargain with El-Misdawi, allowing access to his resources in exchange for assistance in combating Al-Qaeda. Olsen, entrusted with executing this operation, is determined to tie up all loose ends, ensuring a cleanup of anyone associated with the covert mission. As Kavinsky, Miller, and Reese unwittingly become entangled in this web, they must navigate a dangerous landscape of betrayal and hidden agendas to survive. With Harris revealed as the enigmatic target they have been tasked to transport, Kavinsky finds himself at a crossroads. As an ex-Marine with a history of rejection and a thirst for redemption, Kavinsky's loyalties are tested as he grapples with the true nature of the mission and the lies spun by those in power. As the stakes escalate and the danger mounts, Kavinsky and Miller find themselves on a collision course with the forces that seek to silence them. With Control pulling the strings from the shadows, the line between ally and enemy blurs, and the true nature of their mission becomes clear. Will Kavinsky and Miller defy the odds and unravel the web of deceit before it's too late, or will they become mere casualties in a shadowy world of espionage and betrayal? The story reaches its climax as Kavinsky, Miller, and Reese find themselves on a plane filled with ominous body bags, locked cockpit doors, and a descent into a perilous trap. Panic sets in as they realize they are hurtling headlong into danger, with no clear path of escape. Desperate for answers and sensing the urgency of the situation, Kavinsky insists on speaking with their enigmatic target. Miller initially hesitates but ultimately agrees, recognizing the gravity of the moment. They decide to unravel the mystery, delving into the encrypted messages flooding Kavinsky's phone, messages that have been a mysterious presence throughout their mission. What they uncover shocks them to the core, a video revealing Visser, their supposed ally, ruthlessly executing a member of her team. The revelation sends a chill down their spines as they realize the extent of the deception they have been ensnared in. To their astonishment, all three team members recall being informed by Olsen, their superior, that Visser would be leading the operation. Miller pieces together the puzzle, deducing that the encrypted messages are originating from their target, Harris. In a tense moment, Harris steps forward, shedding light on the dark machinations at play. He reveals that the team tasked with bringing him in was slated to be intercepted by Visser upon their arrival in Thailand. Their deaths were to be staged, their fate sealed as casualties in a covert operation gone awry. Faced with the damning evidence of Visser's treachery, Harris proposes a daring plan. The incriminating video of Visser's actions would not only expose her plot but also implicate Olsen, their elusive superior. What follows is a high-stakes showdown as Visser and her forces clash with Harris and the trio. Realizing that his carefully laid plans are unraveling, Olsen dispatches a ruthless strike team to eliminate all witnesses. In a whirlwind of gunfire and adrenaline-fueled action, the team fights fiercely for their survival. Despite Olsen's relentless attempts, Harris and his allies refuse to go down without a fight. Visser, realizing she has been double-crossed, makes a last stand against Harris, her former comrade turned adversary. In a moment of fierce determination, Harris takes down Visser, ensuring justice is served. Even as Olsen unleashes a devastating drone strike in a desperate bid, they manage to escape the inferno, their resolve unbroken. 2 weeks later, Olsen receives a chilling video feed revealing the cold-blooded murder of Bill at the hands of Visser. Shocked and cornered, he realizes he has been outplayed, his secrets laid bare for the world to see. In a heart-stopping pursuit, Olsen is chased by his demons, racing against time as he recognizes the telltale signs of being hunted. A white van becomes a haunting presence as the world crumbles around him. Despite his attempts to silence the truth, the van and its occupants vanish into the darkness, leaving behind a trail of shattered illusions and buried secrets. In a final chilling moment, Olsen reaches out to a mysterious figure, uttering the ominous words, "We have a problem." As the dust settles on the harrowing ordeal, Harris, Kavinsky, and Miller emerge as unlikely heroes, their victory bittersweet amidst the scars of betrayal and sacrifice. The clandestine world of agents proves to be a treacherous landscape where loyalties are tested, and the price of truth exacts a heavy toll.